Okay, thank you, Mr. David. All right, I'm sorry. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good day, good afternoon to everybody, um, to PUO management, then Dr. Chandra Segaran, our president, and all the participants from PUO. Okay, first of all, it is solely an honor for me to share this platform with you, all the experts from Polytechnic Ungku Oma. And I see some of my friends in here, some of the doctors which they are studying with me at UPSI. So thank you very much to give me these opportunities. And from this morning, we already sharing the information about the planning on sustainability models. And then Mr. Viswa also talked about managing natural capitals. And now this is my turn to share some of the information regarding how to transform the economics to the circular economics. Okay, all right. So let me share my slide. Yes, entire screen. Okay, hopefully we can finish around 45 minutes because it's already afternoon. So I'm sure that all of you need to take your lunch. All right, from Persatuan Pencinta Teknologi Hijau Malaysia. So I'm Sukor Berom. Today I will talk about transformation to circular economics. All right, let us start. Right, slideshow. Sorry. Okay, this is what I think Mr. Chandra and Dr. Chandra and Mr. Viswa already shown and talk about the pollution all around the world. In developed country and also in the Western. So all this pollution all around the world because of the humankind, because of us, because of the rapid industrialization since 1900. The industrial revolution started from French industrial revolution until now. So already 120 years, the industrial revolution then increased the pollution all over the world. So nowadays there is intention from the government of the country try to protect our environment, okay, to try to make our life safer rather than we have to face all this pollution from the water pollution, from the various type of pollution. Okay, I think during our schools we also have to write an essay about the environment issue that increase all over the world, right? Then nowadays we are trying to talk about transformation to the circular economics. So what is transformation to circular economics, right? So today I'm not trying to teach all the expert in front of me, but we are trying to just share the knowledge and share some of the uh, techniques or some of the ideas. What should we do for our future environment, right? Okay, this is one of the famous definition from the scholar. So, circular economics is defined as a regenerative system in which resource input and waste, emission, and energy leak are minimized. So, we are trying to minimize all the waste, okay, emission, and energy leak by slowing, closing and narrowing material and energy loops. Okay, this can be achieved through long-lasting design. So first of all, we try to uh, ensure our economic transformation to circular economic by design, maintenance, repair, reuse, remanufacture, refurbish, and recycle. So this definition from Geisdorfer et al. 2017 came from the article "The Circular Economic: A New Sustainability Paradigm." So all the experts in front of me, you can try to find this article and read it to get some more ideas about this definition, circular economy. So in real world, okay, we go for this actually the models that we have been used all over the years. Okay, previously we have a linear economic model. So from school, from the universities, we teach our students. This is the base economic model where we take, we make, and we dispose. So it is a linear process. Okay, we take it from our resources, from jungles, from the earth. Okay, uh, all of the inputs. Okay, and then we process through our industrialization. Okay, from our factory, and then we produce many kind of goods for household, for office use, and so on. Okay, and at the end of the day, after all these furnitures of the tools, all of the item we have used, and then at a certain years it's broken and so on, then we dispose. That is what is happen all over the years, all over the world. Okay, because of the linear economic model. So by the increasing of the sustainability, what we call awareness. When the sustainability awareness, there is a new model proposed for the economic model. Okay, so that's what we call as the circular economic model. And from here, we can see that we have to uh, try to transform our linear economic model to circular. From we make, we use, and we try to return, try to make something new, something what kind of things that we can reuse whatever we produced before. Okay, so this circular economics will make sure our nature, our environment, our future, our earth are really at a very safe, very healthier, okay, to our kids in the future. Okay, so to explain further detail, let's we see this video.
Living systems have been around for a few
Can you hear?
million years and will be around for many more. In the living world, there's no landfill. Instead, materials flow. One species' waste is another's food. Energy is provided by the sun. Things grow, then die, and nutrients return to the soil safely. And it works. Yet as humans, we've adopted a linear approach. We take, we make, and we dispose. A new phone comes out, so we ditch the old one. Our washing machine packs up, so we buy another. Each time we do this, we're eating into a finite supply of resources and often producing toxic waste. It simply can't work long term. So what can? If we we accept that the living world's cyclical model works, can we change our way of thinking so that we too operate a circular economy? Let's start with the biological cycle. How can our waste build capital rather than reduce it? By rethinking and redesigning products and components, and the packaging they come in, we can create safe and compostable materials that help grow more stuff. As they say in the movies, no resources have been lost in the making of this material. So what about the washing machines, mobile phones, fridges? We know they don't biodegrade. Here, we're talking about another sort of rethink, a way to cycle valuable metals, polymers, and alloys so they maintain their quality and continue to be useful beyond the shelf life of individual products. What if the goods of today became the resources of tomorrow? It makes commercial sense. Instead of the throw away and replace culture we've become used to, we'd adopt a return and renew one, where products and components are designed to be disassembled and regenerated. One solution may be to rethink the way we view ownership. What if we never actually owned our technologies? We simply licensed them from the manufacturers. Now, let's put these two cycles together. Imagine if we could design products to come back to their makers, their technical materials being reused and their biological parts increasing agricultural value. And imagine that these products are made and transported using renewable energy. Here we have a model that builds prosperity long term. And the good news is, there are already companies out there who are beginning to adopt this way of working. But the circular economy isn't about one manufacturer changing one product. It's about all the interconnecting companies that form our infrastructure and economy coming together. It's about energy. It's about rethinking the operating system itself. We have a fantastic opportunity to open new perspectives and new horizons. Instead of remaining trapped in the frustrations of the present, with creativity and innovation, we really can rethink and redesign our future.
Okay, that is to give the open the eyes for what we call the transformation to the circular economy. So going back to this definition. So from the videos, we also showed that the main idea is to try to rethink, redesign, do something different from previous whatever we have been done all over hundred of years from the industrial revolution until now. So we have to think differently. Look like what had been done by Japan in our Olympic 2020 previously. Okay, they try to they make their medals from the what we call handphones, reuse their handphones and laptops. Okay, something that very different and but it is useful. Okay, it is useful, and we also say, wow, this is a very good idea. Okay, something different. Okay, that is what we need for our environment in the future. Okay, now let's see. This is what is already happened all over the years. Okay, so in our system, in our education, we teach our students to think about this system theory. Okay, this is what is going on. I am myself also during my study in University of Malaya, which my economic study. I also learned about this system theory, where we are going in the industry in what we call in our real world. Okay, so we have to process from the inputs, and then we transform, right, through the system, and then we produce the output. Okay, where the environment. So input come from our environment. Okay, and then the transformation process of this is go for our industrial, our company, our organization, and then we produce output. Output basically is all the products. Okay, and then our student already teach to make sure when we come out with something, we have to gain. We have to make sure we produce output with the lower cost to make sure our profit is to maximize our profit. Okay, this is already teach in our schools, in our universities. Okay, but nowadays when we go for transformation to circular economic, we have to rethink. Uh, we have to modify the models. Okay, for our kids, our students, try to think and look at the green innovation, green technology, and green culture. Okay, for us to maximize our profit, but at the same time to save our environment, to save our kid life in future, in another 100 years. Okay, because during our time, we already sees a lot of pollution. We already sees a lot of destruction all over the world. Okay, from the many kind of climate change, okay, all over the world, and we also face a lot of traffic jams, a lot of pollution, water pollution, air pollution. Okay, so now it's our turn to try to teach our student, try to rethink, modify our system to new system. Okay, to make sure our better life. Okay, for us and for our kids. All right. So this is the basics idea how we have to transform the system uh, in our country. Okay, because some of the Asian country, especially the China, Korea, and Japan, they have already changed their system in production. Uh, and focuses more on innovation for the green technology. All right, now let us see another videos to make sure you have a better information, better idea about the circular economics. Okay, transformation. All right. Okay, sorry. So
here's an idea. What if you never had to buy a light bulb again? Instead, you lease light, like you lease a car or an apartment. It's just one idea that's part of the circular economy. Before we can understand the circular economy, well, it helps to define the linear economy. Most organizations today operate in the linear economy, which is based on a take, make, and dispose model. So, for example, a light bulb company takes resources, like glass or metal, to manufacture its products. The company makes the bulb and sells it to a customer like me who uses it. Once the light bulb burns out, I dispose of it. It's likely neither the company nor I will ever see that light bulb again. For a light bulb company to make money in the linear economy, it tries to buy materials for the lowest cost possible and to sell as many bulbs as possible. This model operates as if there are infinite resources, like glass or metal, in the world. But you and I know that's not the case. That's why the circular economy treats materials like they're finite. A company in this circular economy doesn't just recycle products, but maintains ownership of them all along. So the model looks more like this: make, use, and return. Let's go back to the light bulb example. Instead of buying bulbs, this office in London leases its light from Philips Lighting. It signed a 15-year lease for the service and pays a fee each quarter. Philips still owns the actual light bulbs and provides maintenance and replacements when needed, no extra cost. This model gives Philips the incentive to produce energy-efficient light bulbs, and it saves the office money with fixed lighting costs. It's a radically different business model that makes companies more like service providers than sellers of a physical product. And it turns out lots of companies are looking for ways to get involved. Take H&M, one of the world's largest clothing retailers. It's working on a strategy to become 100% circular. The company collects old garments in its stores and recycles them. Since 2013, H&M says it has gathered more than 55,000 tons of fabric to reuse for new garments. Some governments are getting on board with the circular economy too. The European Union adopted an action plan in 2015 aiming to make supply chains, you guessed it, more circular. This includes everything from production to consumption, repair and manufacturing, and waste management. The point isn't just to become more green and create environmental benefits. There could be economic benefits too. One report estimated a shift toward the circular economy in the EU could increase GDP by an additional 12 percentage points by 2050. But moving from the linear economy to the circular economy also brings costs. Companies would need to redesign their supply chains and products in order for them to be used again and again. Manufacturers might be burdened when it comes to the actual logistics of disposing and recycling. A recent report found only 22% of UK companies are trying to generate value from products that are returned for reuse, recycling, or refurbishing. It's estimated the cost of transitioning to a fully efficient reuse and recycling system across Europe could be as much as 108 billion euros, roughly $130 billion. Cost is one thing. Changing people's mindsets is another. And that's what it'll take for the circular economy to go from an idea to reality for everyone. Hey guys, it's Elizabeth. Thanks so much for watching. You can check out more of our videos over here. We're also taking your suggestions for future CNBC Explained, so leave any ideas in the comment section. And while you're at it, subscribe to our channel. See you later.
Okay. Hope you all guys, all the experts in front of me, you get some ideas about the transformation to circular economics. And then we have to think what we can provide, what we can give to our nation. Okay. Maybe some sort of new innovation, maybe some sort of new invention product. Okay, especially you all guys from PUO. I'm very pretty sure that you are really expert in your field, in the technology. So you have the experts to try to promote some kind of invention and innovation towards the green technology and green education. Okay, now let's talk about what should we do in future. Okay, from now to the future, and think about innovation for our green technology by taking into the accounts about the transformation to circular economy. Right, and right. So regarding innovation for green technology, okay, the circular economy is, let me read it. The circular economy is an economics model where the value of products, materials, and resources is maintained in economy for as long as possible, and where waste generation is minimized. Okay, but okay, the transition to the circular economy involve a fundamental change. Okay, number one, involve a fundamental change, which means rethinking. This is the keyword for us, especially you all the expert from VUO and our persatuan, all right, our society. Okay, which means we have to rethink the way the product are designed, produced, consumed, and brought back into the value change. Okay, there is a circulation. There is no term of disposable. We don't have to dispose all the kind that we have manufactured, that we have consumed before. Okay, but we have to rethink how we can make sure all the product can become a value product after it has been expired. All right. Now here, I just try to propose this some kind of the idea. So let we see what Japan has produced as the example of the innovation and invention. Invention. So Japan have made all the medals for 2020, not 2021, 2020 Tokyo Olympics. Okay, by use their discard all smartphone and laptops. Okay, they try to reuse. Okay, and also they made their well from cardboard. Cardboard. They use their cardboard to for their bed for the athlete. Okay, by using the cardboard. Okay, something different, and I think they are really a thinker. Try to make sure what they are talking they can produce, they can implement in real world. So this is what we as the expert in the universities and the tertiary education have to try to find a way to think. Not we are not we alone, but we have to collaborate with other society, with other institution, try to rethink something new, something different, different ideas. Okay, so the element of creativity should come in. All right. Okay. Maybe this is one of the ideas that I can share with all of you. What we can see from the green technology innovation on carbon productivity. This is come from one of the research doing by Du and Lee 2019. So they come up with a new model. So to ensure their innovation for green technology innovation. So they try to reuse, to reduce the carbon, okay, to reduce carbon and come out with something new. So maybe our researcher, maybe our lecturer in PUO also can take this model as and then modify this model to come out with something new, maybe to produce a new product, and we can sell it to the industry. All right. Okay. By this model, they Do and Lee, they come out with at the end to improve total factor carbon productivity. Okay, so they come up with new model for their invention towards the green technology. Okay, this is one of the idea, right? Second one, maybe we also can see what our Malaysian researcher also already do in 2012. Okay, toward the sustainability of green technology in Malaysian industry. So Purvana Svaran and the friend also come out with a new flow chart in their methodology on green technology. Okay, so they come up with first they identify the problem and issue, okay, what is going on from the literature and from their experience. Okay, then they gather the information. Okay, how today we need to transform our economic from linear to circular economics. So they gather all the information and then they collect the literature review, okay, and then they try to make a new innovation, okay, make some new innovation model practice, okay, by developed country as a model, and then they compare, and then they come up with new green technology model in Malaysia. Okay, and then toward the end of the research, they come out with new ideas how to sustainable green technology in Malaysia. So this is one of the research that we should study. We should read the paper and get some idea what we can do to contribute to our circular economics and to reduce the pollution and come up with new idea for green technology in Malaysia. So I think this is one of the good research that we should look at, okay, to get the ideas. Okay, and some more, one of the model that's I can suggest if all the lecturers from PUO, you want to make innovation or invention, you also can use and study this ASI model. Okay, how many product that actually been produced in Malaysia that are using linear economics model, then we have to transform. We should transform to circular economy. So this is the some of the guideline to make the invention or innovation. Okay, so the process with 4 stages. Okay, the first one you have to analyze what is the current problem, what is the current situation in Malaysia, uh, and then the main idea, we are going to save our environment. We need to increase the awareness of our public to green technology, to save our environment. Okay, so we do the analyze. We try to gather all the information and then see whatever the gaps, okay, from the government policies and what is actually going on in the field for the industry, for the our organization. Okay, we analyze it, and then we strategize. Okay, integrating. We gather some experts. We try to come out with a new idea, try and error. Okay, we embedded a few skill, whatever skill you have, from engineering, from mechanical engineering, okay, civil engineering. Try to come up with whatever you have. Okay, try to come up with something new innovation, new invention. Okay, do your certain research. Okay, and try to come up with a new product from the rubbish, for example, from the broken, what we call maybe broken cars, from the maybe whatever goods they are already throw out, okay, to the uh, from our, maybe from our house itself. We have a lot of things that we are not actually use, okay, but maybe we can try to make some innovation or invention. Okay, try to change the product, the goods, to another product that can be used in future. Okay, so the process, the phase of strategize, we make some invention or innovation. Okay, and then we maybe do a few tests. Okay, then we come for the third phase. We try to implement means we try to give to the, we try to what we call uh, apply the invention or the innovation, okay, to the certain maybe factories, household, or maybe to our neighbor. Okay, and ask them, okay, to evaluate. We ask them, is it new innovation or invention that we made are really useful? Okay, give them opportunity to review and give some idea to make improvement, and then maybe we have to give to the some of the expert to review also, and give the response from innovation that we made. So from this ASI model, I think we can also bring new ideas to our industry, especially, okay, and then also to our student, to make sure that we can transform our economics from linear economic to circular economic. So, mean to say that we from PUO itself, you are the expert in the field, and our society, we can collaborate together, come up with some idea, and we said that we're not only saying that this is a theoretical about transformation of the economics, not only words, but we can implement, we can show off, we can produce something. Okay, maybe not now, another years or maybe next year, so we try to make it. I think it is good start for us from now, right? To think how we can contribute to our country to come out with new ideas, okay, to make sure these transformations, circular economy, can be done in Malaysia. All right. So basically, this is the idea lah, what we can do from now onwards to make sure our ideas to transform our economic circle to economic to transform our economic from linear to circle economics. So first of all, we have a lot of problem. Then you can identify which problem you want to solve. Okay, and then we have to sit down with the expert to generate some of the ideas. Okay, and then do our innovation or invention. Maybe from the small scale. Okay, from the small scale, you can join any innovation competition, maybe nationally or maybe international innovation competition. Okay, from your simple innovation. Okay, as a good start, and then we should implementation. So we have a lot of NGOs all over the Malaysia that relates with green technology. Okay, and then we can collaborate with all these institution. Okay, and then we give the evaluation uh, to our final product. Okay, this is the basic idea. So hopefully, with our small contribution, okay, hopefully with our small contribution towards the safe environment, to the green technology, all right, okay, we can transform our environment from current situation that we have a lot of problems right now, okay, to the better environment, okay, the very green environment that healthier for us and healthier for our kids and healthier for our nature. All right. So I think that's all for my presentation today, and I think it's already 12:40, and I end my presentation.